Backstitching is going to secure your stitch in place. So you always need to backstitch when you start and end any line of stitching. So whether that's a circle, a square, doesn't matter. Whatever you are sewing together, you only need to backstitch when you begin sewing and when you end. You do not need to backstitch at any corners or around any curves. It's just when you start and before you take your fabric out of the machine. So I'm just gonna kind of sew freely on this paper to show you how that works. So when I'm beginning to sew, I wanna make sure that my needles down in the fabric, or paper in this case, and line it up where you want to begin. I'm then going to use my foot pedal and I'm going to sew 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stop. I only need to sew forwards 3 to 5 times. I'm going to push and hold the backstitch button or lever in place while I use my foot pedal. 1, 2, 3, and then stop. That will secure the stitch in place and lock those stitches together. So now I am going to then continue to sew forward. So I'm really basically back where I began to sew because I sewed forwards and then I just ran over those same stitches. So you would sew, and let's say I'm gonna stop right here. So I want to make sure I end where I wanna end. Then I'm going to press and hold my backstitch button in again. 1, 2, 3. Let go. Make sure my needle is lifted up out of my fabric or paper. Lift up my presser foot. Drag my fabric out of the machine and then cut your threads, not close to the needle, but about 6 inches away or close to where the thread is coming out of my fabric. You're gonna have a top thread from the needle and you're gonna have a bottom thread from the bobbin. You just wanna clip those close to your project. Then you can clip those even closer to the stitching. And then you can actually see, there's my back stitching. It's a little bit thicker stitches than the rest of my line of sewing. And then you can check the back side as well. And you can see they're basically just double stitched. And that will secure your stitch in place.